Hello, my sexy souls. How are you all doing? Um, we are getting back to coffee and tarot, checking in with some daily vibes and energy just to see what the day might have for us. Now, this is timeless. You can actually watch this at any given point. So when it comes across your feed, definitely give it a listen. But just, grab your cup of coffee, let's sit down, have a little fucking chit chat. All right, let's do this. Welcome to my channel. This is Water Woman Sacred Hotto. I do utilize tarot, if you didn't already know, as a tool to assist in exploring the energies. However, much of what comes through is going to be channeled from spirit. Please be mindful that due to the general nature of this reading, messages may or may not resonate. Please don't Cinderella this shit and try to make it fit. If this message is not for you, feel free to check out all the other readings I've provided on this channel. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Let's get a good sip of coffee while we do this. Which one are we pulling? All right, we're going to use Golden Universal. Let's go. Ooh, right away. The fuck? 9 of Cups. This is going to be good reading. It's going to be good reading. Okay. Wishes, desires, personal self-fulfillment. What really actually genuinely makes you happy. So we're going to have a conversation about. I feel like the light is hella bright. Y'all know I'm always playing with the freaking lights in here. Anywho. Okay. All righty. Kind of looks like, all right, so you're trying to make a decision on how to take action on something. You're contemplating something, going back and forth on it. I'm not really sure which way of approaching something is going to be the thing to get you what it is that you want in the tangible world. So there's something you're obviously going for or that you're contemplating going for. It's just you don't know how to action it. So you're up in your mind right now. You're really trying to kind of like, it's one of those situations where so many different ways something could play out. And it's almost as if there's just not a clear cut path ahead of you of how to achieve something that you're wanting to execute or do. And so you're really like, what's the most effective way? And because there's, in technicality, there's a lot of different ways you can achieve something. But not all of them are going to be successful for you or going to pan out and work well for you within your circumstances. So that's the reason why we're talking about this, because y'all know I do the Two of Swords to be like the truth is somewhere in the middle type of situation, two truths and trying to determine which one. Because I'm sure that there are avenues and ways that other people have executed something or gone about doing something or something that, ways that you've done it before that may not actually work in this particular scenario. And so you're trying to weigh options up. I almost wish there was a scale in this, right? And it's like here we got all these emotions because it's going to be that have some kind of deep impact on you. But in these two different like competing thoughts within your mind, and so you're really having to kind of remove yourself from it, right? We got the moon up here, and this is the waxing moon, which is just after the new moon, which is what we're in right now, motherfuckers. We're in this energy right now. After the waxing moon is when the momentum is building, and something is being created and is about to pop off kind of situation, right? And so you're kind of delving into your intuition to determine, right? You're sitting out of the emotions, even though this is going to have great impact on you. And here we are, we're dealing with, you're really like, okay, I've got conflicting thoughts about this. I'm gonna have to go within to figure this one out. And it completely surrounds something that you truly genuinely want and desire, and that you feel is going to bring you exactly what it is that you want in your life, that will open up doors and allow you to Queen of Pentacles can do it all, right? She does it all at once. You probably are feeling like you're having to do it all at once, and juggle many hats, but she's more than capable of doing it. And this is about executing something that you know is a well-suited path for you within your tangible world. So you can touch, taste, smell, all that kind of stuff. This isn't just trying to determine something internally. This is actually wanting to bring something to fruition within your material realm. Alrighty. Is there anything? Woo! Woo! What? The World and the Tower. Major. You can't. The two most epic cards when we're talking about fucking change. The World is complete ending of one cycle and beginning of a new one. The Tower it's an inevitable change. Tower is always spirit driven. Okay. This is where either one foundation no longer serves you, or a structure within your life no longer serves you, and you're going to be moving forward. But towers can be great or shitty depending on how you interpret it and how the energy that you utilize as you approach it. However, we got the World card. So this is a very beneficial, wonderful, exciting change that's going to happen one way or the other. And that's probably why you're up in your head, because you're like, okay, this is exactly what I've wanted, but how do I move forward with this? And it's like, it's going to have massive impact on you. Let's pull some cards. Let's pull some cards. Wow, starting it off with a bang this morning. Shit. All right. Okay, as if it wasn't already abundantly clear with the last two, this is a brand new path. One that I feel like is destined. It's forged for you, because we have this coming out of, this is spirit saying, all right, we're cutting this out. This is where it's, sometimes we talk about having an opportunity, right? And opportunities aren't always like somebody comes up and gives you something in your hand or offers you something. Opportunities is spirits cut away every possible thing else. And it's like a clean slate, brand new path, one that is in alignment with you spiritually. It's like the spiritual and the material realm coming in alignment with one another. And this is absolutely cutting away everything that was. So, yeah. We're going to get some advice on this also with some oracle cards. So just hold on. You're being guided with this. People love to say that the star card is healing. And while this can be something that really just, no, they're saying no. This is being on the right path and being guided down that path. The star is also emblematic of spirit guiding you, obviously, right? But remembering the divine within, because this is also the star within the hermit's lantern, that shows you step by step how to proceed. And so spirit wants you to understand you're very much so within the material realm. It's important to straddle both. Does that make sense? Same as with that's replicated here with this and the leaves. Yeah. I got all the words here, y'all. All the fucking words. Okay. Take a look at the Ace of Swords. It's being of both. It's bringing the material and the spiritual. So something that you've probably been manifesting, that you've been envisioning, and having had known was going to come, like it was going to go down that path. And Spirit is saying, straddle both, right? Like, don't get too bogged down into the material of the logistics of everything, but understand you can't just stay in that manifestation mode where you're really tapped into the etheric and not really grounded enough to make it come, being aware of your circumstances within the material, right? We have to be of both. And so they're asking you, and this is a little bit like Temperance in a way as well. Okay. That's the reason why she's got the two jugs. This is being of both realms, so that you can navigate this. This is how Spirit is going to lead you, okay? And I feel like, okay, again, you're leaving something behind. There's a separation, 3 of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Wands. It's should or get off the pot moment, right? Like this is that Tower moment where there's no going back. You can't not leave what this pattern, this cycle, or even people, places, and circumstances. You're leaving something that's been a major part of your life behind in order to action and go after something. And it's like the Knight of Wands for me is always should or get off the pot. It's like a new endeavor that you're going after. For many, this could be, I'm feeling really drawn to either like an environmental move. So like this is like a major, major change. So it isn't just, I got a new lease and I changed that kind of thing. This is, I'm moving completely out of the city, out of the state, out of the region of my country. I'm moving countries. I am, that kind of thing. Or this is, I am moving career paths. I am switching that. It's a major change within that type of a realm. And it's a very abundant opportunity here. You got the fish inside the cup. We've got Page of Cups. And so this is an offer opportunity. Remember I told you sometimes opportunities are just shit's being cut away. Nothing's holding you back now. I get a feeling that the reason why you're contemplating up here is because there's a thought in your mind that there's still an element that exists that is holding you back. Okay. Or that could potentially hold you back. And you have yet to see evidence that it's not. I want to say that there are things in this situation. We got the 2 truths. We have some things that you have evidence and it has been communicated that are being cut away, and you can visibly see that. But there's other things then that haven't. And so you're kind of weighing it up a little bit. And so you're waiting for the prime and right opportunity, right? You're waiting for the intuition, because if you don't always have evidence of everything outside of you, you're really going to have to utilize your internal compass, your internal intuition, your Merkabah, okay, to light the way for you. And so that's kind of what's happening in this scenario. Again, why you have to be of both. You kind of need to be in tune with spirit, with your higher self, future self, whatever you fucking want to call it, but also very aware of your circumstances and your environment and the people and what's going on around you, so that you can kind of have like both streams of information coming your way, so that you can execute appropriately when to move. So the spirit is letting you know they are cutting things away. I want to tell you, it feels like that one element that you feel is still in play that might hinder you from moving forward. This could be anything from, you can't move because you share a child with somebody, or you can't switch jobs because there's some element of your contract that you think needs to be worked through. And so you can tell everything else in your life is lining up for you to do that. And you feel like the moment is now, but you're like, wait a minute, I don't have proof and I don't want this to backfire on me. So you're waiting and listening for the guidance from spirit, if that makes sense. Okay. But they want you to understand this is not only something that speaks to your heart, but it's going to be very abundant. We've got that fish in there. And you know that. I'll pull a couple more and then we'll get some oracle cards. Yeah. Temperance. What did I say? Temperance. They really want you to be balanced right now. So don't spend too much time in the worry and the analytical space of trying to organize and execute something. If all of the pieces are not in play just yet, then wait. But very much so, in the same respects, listen to spirit. It's not about not taking any action. You take action and you organize the areas within your life that you can at this point in time to have it prepped and prepared. For those of you that know, I am trying to sell my home and everything, and so I'm not waiting for things to sell. I am purging objects. I am putting certain things in storage. I'm packing things up. I'm condensing and getting it ready so that I'm not overwhelmed when the moment does come, right? And so it's like taking care of all those other little things. I can't go looking for a new place or determine, sign a lease or anything else like that until I know, when I'm going to be moving and leaving. I can't do that element just yet. But however, I can take care of other things, and I'm waiting for the right moment, because in the moment when things begin to pan out, then I will get the insight of how to act. Okay, where to move, what to do, what type of lease, all of that kind of stuff. I'll have a better understanding, but I can't necessarily be too much and like trying to consistently always looking at places and really determining. I don't really know. I don't have all the elements in front of me, right? So I'm really trying to stay tapped in with spirit. But if I was just waiting for this one element and I'm like, okay, spirit, I'm waiting for you to tell me, or my higher self or my intuition. And so I'm always working on that. And then the moment comes where it's time to action everything. And I didn't take care of all the other. I was too much in one realm or the other. Does that make sense? That's not appropriate in this circumstance. So let's get a little bit of, hold on, I need some coffee. Which oracle card? All right, we're going to go with Divine Doors. They've mentioned it twice, so we're going to go with it. Okay. This is my little frou-frou-y deck. Okay. We got cute little doors and got frou-frou-y things, but they definitely tend to come through. Let's put it that way. Come through as in they really resonate, and they usually wrap things up for me. I didn't complete the thought. I don't know what's wrong. You guys, coffee. Because the coffee hadn't kicked in yet. That's how it goes. On this. Ooh. Okay, I'll read it. Hold on. I know y'all can't see it. This lighting, I tell you what, I'll get it figured out, y'all. At some point, I'll get it figured out. Anymore. I almost thought they was going to say no. Okay. All right, let's read this. A cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly, then you have arrived. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. In thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is, the living deliberately and choose boldly is being of the moment. That's the reason why we have the Temperance card and the Star card here, and being of both worlds, right? You really need to be in the moment and aware of what's going on so that you can, but also tapped in at the same time. Sometimes we like to be in one or the other, and we don't take the necessary steps to really be open and in the flow and present. So if you're consistently trying to plan absolutely everything out and worrying a little too much and being of the, how's this going to pan out and how's this, you're not in the moment. So you're not aware of what's happening right here and now. And so you may miss the instructions that are going to come through from your higher self as to how to maneuver. All right. So, but it's also like when that comes through, follow through with it, take action on it. Okay. So be very deliberate with what it is that you're doing. And then also be bold in this moment, okay? And a note on love is really about following your heart and being open to that, because that's where you're going to find your abundance. That's actually where you're going to find more of your opportunities, okay? If you get too much in the mental realm, it is going to be too easy to get lost into the worries and the analytical space and ignore what your heart is saying, okay? So seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. Be willing to sit with the pieces that you're not aware at this moment, okay? Because Spirit's going to be bringing those in. When love is a focus, foundation, and goal, which means that you're living from your heart space, When you do that, you're in the present moment. And that is what you're allowing to guide you in the moment. And you also are going for things that resonate with your heart and soul. Then it, when that is that foundation, you know, those areas are in balance, mind, body, and soul. Okay. And then Anthony's call. I don't know why. Ooh, okay. They want me to show the door. In thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. So it's literally about knowing that you are safe and sound, and the missing piece will come in. What is lost will be found. Okay. So don't worry. And I want to say they just gave me this. It's not even going to come in at the very last second. It's going to come in at a moment that definitely gives you enough time to maneuver, but not too much time, right? Because if they give you too much time, your brain may say, well, what about this? And tweak it like this. And da-da-da-da. They don't want that. Okay. Stay in the present moment. You're not going to be rushed. I don't know why I need to say that. Everything will be okay. It's going to come in at just the right time. All right. I hope this was beneficial and it helped. You have a fantastic and wonderful day. Drink an extra cup of coffee for me. Bye.